KC at New York Jets.
All right, bro. For this one, let's start off with just the question is the belief back for the Jets fans this season?
Listen, personally, no. If I'm a Jets fan after what I just went through, there's really no, it has to be. Zach Wilson probably just played the best game of his career against a Chiefs defense who is top 10.
The refs cheated us.
They did. They low-key cheated him. I mean, imagine if Zach Wilson beat the league darling Chiefs.
And by us, I was going to say by us, I mean NFL faithful. By anybody who's just cares about the NFL. Because you should have wanted to see Zach Wilson upsetting Mahomes on primetime, outplaying him.
And it's also just like,
what other day would you be able to say you saw him outplay Mahomes on primetime?
Box score says Zach Wilson played better than the GOAT.
This game he did, but we got sold out by the refs.
Yeah, the refs sold this one. I can't even lie.
Oh, man. Because, again, back to it. If you haven't seen it, you need to see it. Essentially, though, the ref does not throw the flag. Like, he's tinkering on it. Like, that's what makes the way the NFL operates, you cannot be this way. The refs, he's like, nope, if it's a big play, I'll throw the flag. But if not, we're just going to let it ride. But then right when he sees it's the interception, talking about Sauce Gardner play the holding, throws the flag. The league cannot be. It is clearly like narrative based. The reffing cannot be narrative based. The reffing has got to just be black and white. There can be no hesitation. But you can see that's the way things are. You can watch refs. It's very like they're thinking whether they want to or not. I wish it was just like that's a flag, clear as day. Like that's either it or it's not. It's never been that way. Well, probably will never be that way. But this is one of those games where you just go back and you remind yourself, reffing in this league is garbage. There's really nothing more you can say about it than that. I mean, I've harped on it in the past. It's not even worth harping on. It's garbage, and it probably will always be under Goodell's supervision.
It's not good. I like the way Zach Wilson was throwing the ball, but also I think it could have helped them if they ran the ball a little bit more. Like this Breece Hall, like under 10 carries thing is just, I get it. The O-line's not good, but like Breece Hall is a top talent. Like to give him the ball 6 times and like,
That's
he
been
caught
a
it
Hackett
3
thing, bro.
It's brutal, man. And like you bring in Dalvin Cook and you give him 5 carries. It's like I don't get their running offense at all. I know their offensive line is horrible, but it's like you have Zach Wilson playing quarterback. Like you need to you have to help him out.
You got to make him respect it. So you can call play action and stuff. You at least have to make him believe you're going to attempt it.
100%. I mean, also another thing too with like the Chiefs receiving core is like, man, do they lean on Kelsey. And we've known this, but it's just like you would have really hoped these receivers would have started to pick it up a little bit, and they just have not.
Yeah, no. There's not been like really any jumps made. They're the same receivers they were last year.
I could see something where it's like along the lines of like maybe not this year, but next year that they trade for a receiver.
And it'll make the rest of the league sick because they show you they can still win games.
Yeah.
Against good teams even without this receiving core.
T. Higgins, you're a Chief.
Wow. Fuck that.
That'd be wild. I wouldn't like that. Mike Evans would be cool though.
That would be crazy.
Yeah, I mean, like, honestly, props to the Jets for the way they stuck in this game. They honestly could have won this game. So yeah, I think this does give like Jets fans a little bit more hope that the season might not be totally lost. I mean, like we were saying with Justin earlier, like we cannot bank like their past record just off this game. Like it's changing, but I mean, you saw something you've never seen from Zach in an NFL game before. That's like, I wonder what was different this week.
See, that's my thing is, bro. Like, I couldn't even answer the question because honestly, it's like I need to see more. If I was the Jets fan and I was going to be excited, I would need to see this for at least 2 more weeks. Let's say that you see something similar to this for 2 weeks in a row, though. I'd say it's time to like really start getting excited because then, that's a beautiful case scenario where he's just budding. And then when A-Rod comes back, you give him a little more time to. Oh, that's perfect.
Oh, you're golden.
But is that the situation? Certainly not yet. This is one that needs time to marinate. I'd say objectively, the only things I can actually take away from the game is Zach played a great game. Pacheco balled out for the Chiefs. He's definitely getting the game ball. Pacheco's the reason the Chiefs won, I would say. He runs like he hates the ground. I know everybody says that. It's hilarious.
Pacheco's ridiculous.
Oh, it's hilarious, bro. He literally runs the ball hilarious. You love it. He's like an angry video game character, bro. He's like Waluigi running or like Wario running the ball. He's just hilarious. Shout out to Pacheco, man. You love it. But yeah, Mahomes the uncharacteristic plays, but again, it just goes to like the whole thing with how some teams were like the Cowboys last week. This was just like Mahomes' Cowboys week. You know, like you're gonna have uncharacteristic days.
Yeah.
Certain shit will be going on in your head certain days.
This was Josh Allen week 1 type football.
Yeah, exactly. Like certain things you're worried about certain weeks that you wouldn't be with your personal life or whatever else that nobody ever considers, but they're humans too.
Yeah.
You know, who knows why this was what it was. But he had an uncharacteristic week. Wow, that was a mess. He had an uncharacteristic week. He will move on. And last note on this game was just Quincy Williams absolutely balled out. He's having a great year too. Jets linebacker. He's balling out.
Yeah.
Him and CJ Mosley had a great game, but him specifically hasn't been getting enough. I don't think enough. Love. So I'm gonna give him some love here.
Yeah, it was funny because I didn't think they were gonna pay him at first, and then Quinton Williams was probably like, okay, you're gonna pay my brother.
No, that is hilarious. Yeah.